Hi friends, we've got a word problem today about Dominic and Noah. So let's take a look at it here. See my Bitmoji playing football because that's what the boys are doing. So it says Dominic and Noah are playing football. Dominic runs 65 yards and then 10 more. Noah runs 25 yards and then 25 more. Who ran more yards? And remember, we've been talking about yards when we talk about measurement. The yard is the same size as a yard stick. And it's exactly 3 rulers put together makes a yardstick, okay? So let's make sure that we're following all of the steps in our read, draw, write, including the steps in cubes. So we've read once, now let's read it the second time. First, actually, before we do that, let's just think what's happening here. One of them's running and running some more, the other one's running some more, okay? We want to know who actually ran more yards. Dominic and Noah are playing football. Dominic runs 65 yards and then 10 more. Noah runs 25 yards and then 25 more. Who ran more yards? So what are we looking for? What are we trying to figure out? Is our answer going to be a number or a person? I want you to think about that. I'm not going to tell you right now. So Dominic and Noah are playing football and we are trying to figure out who ran more yards. So what are the key numbers here? Say them out loud and see if you get the same ones as me. I see 4 key numbers. What is our question today? What word does it start with? Who ran more yards? Remember, questions usually start with who, what, where, when, why, or how. What action words do you see in this story? What is happening? What are the people doing? They are playing and running. Time to evaluate and eliminate. Is there anything we could get rid of? Maybe we could get rid of their names or the sport that they're playing. Maybe they're playing soccer. Maybe they're playing basketball. They could be running in basketball too. Okay. And we could change the names, right? They could be somebody different, but because the question says who ran more yards, we do need to pay attention to their names because we're going to have to decide at the end who it was, okay? So even though we don't need their names to solve the math part, we do need their names to solve the question. Now it's time to show our work and check it. So let's move on to the next step of drawing. So I decided to just start drawing a picture to show what's happening. And then I decided I would try a diagram after. First, I just want to figure out in my head what's happening here. So I wrote Dominic and Noah. You could put D and N. And I know Dominic ran a lot, and then he ran a little more. Noah ran, and he ran 65 yards and then 10. So I made 65 big and 10 small. And then Noah ran the same amount twice, right? His number was the same. He ran 25 and then 25 again. So as I'm looking here, I'm thinking, what diagram could I use to help show this? I want you to think about it. Do we need 2 diagrams? Could we use a number bond? Could we use a tape diagram? What would they look like? So what diagram could help show us what's happening? I've got a couple of tape diagrams here that we could take a look at. The 10 is kind of hiding under my picture, but this one says Dominic 65, Dominic 10, Noah 25, 25. Next one says Noah 65, Noah 10, and Dominic 25, 25. Remember, these are yards. The next one says Noah 25 and 10, Dominic 65 and 25. And the last one says Dominic 65 and 25, and Noah 10 and 25. I'm going to go back and just let you look again at what the story said. It said Dominic ran 65 and then 10. Noah ran 25 and 25 yards. So which of these tape diagrams matches our picture? I'm going to just flip through them so you can see. So that's something I need you to think about. And when you get to the Google Classroom assignment down below, you're going to have to choose which of those diagrams matches the problem. You might want to read the problem again just to make sure that you have got it correct. Maybe before you choose, draw your own tape diagram and see what you would draw, and then find the tape diagram that matches what you did. So now we've gotten through almost all of the steps. The last one is to write, and you'll have to write a number sentence, your answer, and then your answer in a complete sentence. So remember here what the question says. The question doesn't say, how many yards did Dominic run? The question doesn't say, how many yards did Noah run? The question says, who ran more yards? So I'm looking forward to hearing what your answer is and how you figured it out. Okay? Keep working hard, guys. I'll talk to you soon.